Please, dear gods, can anyone help? Those Atlas swine have ruined me. Ruined!
I find the gods leave us to fend for ourselves. Tell me what you need, and maybe I can help you.
True enough. You look like you can handle yourself. Filthy swine stole my prized tools, though they are worthless to them. I am ruined unless you can help me.
Point me towards these thieves, and I will bring the heavens down upon them.
Praise Zeus! I am the artist, Podiklitos. Hunt down the bandits and recover my prized tools. Wait. What is your name, Mystios?
I am called Cassandra.
By the gods. Could it be true?
What?
No, nothing. Please, recover my tools and I'll see you rewarded.
I found your tools.
I can't believe it. Maybe you really are from Olympus.
No, my friend. I am flesh and blood like you.
Oh well, at least those villagers from the new farm pay well. I need to get there safely. If you escort me, I'm sure they will treat you lavishly.
Lead me to Linu Farm. I'll make sure you get there safely.
Excellent. I'm sure they will honor you with gifts and riches.
Then let's go.
Gratitude, friend. You saved my hide. And you've given me great reference. Let us talk to the priestess Exione and be properly welcomed.
Good, Polyklitos. You made it.
Priestess Exione, my journey was a test from the gods. But look what miracle they have delivered.
Who is this?
I'm Cassandra.
The Mystios you told me about. She appeared like a bolt from Zeus and rescued me from road bandits.
The Eagle Bearer. This is an unexpected honor.
Glad to visit. How have you heard of me?
Certainly you jest. Your deeds are carried along the winds and sung through the stars. We are but a poor village, but your being here gives us hope to cling to in this hard world.
And soon there will be a statue to capture a hint of your glory.
To have our patron walk among us and give us divine fortune is a wonder. We will be eternally blessed.
You are giving me honors I don't deserve. I am just happy I could help Polyklitos.
Great and humble is the Eagle Bearer. There are many lowly servants in our village who could benefit from a kind word from someone of your grace.
Who are they?
There is a shepherdess, Herifil. You can find her near the stable south of here. Akatos, the hunter, who has a small house on the west end of the village. And Menalkas, a young farmer. His fields are to the east.
I will see what I can do for your people.
Not my people, divine Eagle Bearer. We priestesses are but humble servants of your exalted greatness. When you have spoken to them, find me. My sisters and I want to prepare a proper celebration for your portentous visitation.
By the gods! It's you!
Yes, well, it certainly is me. You are a shepherdess?
You know me! You know me so well!
Tell me what happened.
I was herding my flock when it was horrible. Wolves, blood and screams everywhere.
Did you get hurt?
No, you protected me.
I did.
I carry your totem to pray to watch over me. But I was so scared I dropped my totem as I ran.
I can look for your totem.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'll look for your lost totem.
Invincible Eagle Bearer, the priestess said you battled the wolves as if guided by the blood-stained Ares himself.
How did she know that?
She burns offerings of young goats to see signs of your passage. She said you found my totem.
It was luck that I was able to find it. The wolves had dragged it deep into their den. Here you go.
Gratitude, Eagle Bearer. Would you bless it for me?
You don't need my blessing. Just watch the world around you. And you can call me Cassandra.
Thank you, Eagle... Cassandra.
Here, What is wrong, my friend?
Are you really the high-soaring eagle bearer?
I have an eagle, Icarus, who travels with me. But sometimes it's hard to know if I'm in charge, or if he is.
So kind and humble. The grace of Artemis and the wisdom of Athena.
Well, Priestess Hexione said you had a problem. Tell me.
I have shamed myself. Normally I hunt for my family and to provide for the village. But the other day I slipped and wrenched my ankle badly. I can barely walk. I am unworthy of your attention.
You are not at fault for your injury. Go on.
My daughter Myrto insisted she would go into the woods and hunt for me. She's brave, but still inexperienced. She has been gone long, and I grow worried.
I'll find her. You must be Akatos' daughter, Myrto.
Yes? Who are you?
I'm Cassandra.
The eagle bearer?
Some call me that, but I'm just a friend. You've been gone a long time. Your father was worried and asked me to look for you.
That's very kind of you. I hope he wasn't too worried.
I'm sure we can ease his mind.
I've tried to follow his lessons, but hunting is hard. I've had no luck getting the special deer meat he wants. I'm worried he'll be so disappointed in me.
Hunting is hard. Tell you what. You return home so Akato stops worrying, and I'll hunt for the meat you need.
I will do as you say, eagle bearer.
Eagle bearer, I cannot thank you enough.
Cassandra, did you find enough meat?
Providing for you is a simple task. Enjoy my bounty, and share it with your village.
Cassandra hunts like Artemis herself.
Show respect, child.
Yes, Pater.
It was my pleasure. Be well.
Why haven't all the powers on Olympus? How can I redeem myself?
Forsaken you? I don't think we've ever met.
Eh? Who? You? You?
Yes, me. Tell me what's wrong.
I have been cursed by the gods. They speak to me all day and night, filling my head with visions and fears. I cannot work and my crops wither.
I'll take a look around the farm and see if I can find out what has befallen you.
Thank you, Eagle Bearer. You are of Olympus. They will listen to you.
Perhaps. But first, I must determine if this truly is the work of the gods, or if your plight is of a more earthly nature.
Menalcas is a sad case. Thinks he's been cursed by the powers that be. I told him that's ridiculous.
Why ridiculous?
Because if you wanted to punish him, you'd just smite him or have an eagle fly down and eat his eyes or the like. Huh? You wouldn't curse his harvest.
I wouldn't?
Of course not. You're the eagle bearer. Arrow of Artemis, shield of Athena, child of Zeus. Not the mistress of blighted crops. That's beneath you.
So Menalcas's problems are caused by...
Some kind of sickness in the crops. That's what's making him crazy.
Do you know why the gods have cursed me?
I think some infestation has taken root in your crops and is polluting your mind.
What do we do? How do we appease the gods?
This has nothing to do with the gods. I will set fire to the silo where you keep your harvest and burn out the rot to clear your mind.
I hope you are right, Eagle Bearer. All that work, gone to smoke.
No one said it would be easy.
It had to be done. I confess, I do feel a bit better already. Thank you for all your help and guidance.
Wondrous eagle bearer. Your name and glory drop from everyone's lips. My sisters and I wish to throw a grand festival in your honor. You will be the cherished guest.
If you insist.
However, there is one more who could benefit from your attention. Halkipi frets about her brother. In truth, he is a strange one, touched by madness. Or perhaps a chosen of the gods. Ah, here she is now. Speak to her, reassure her, and then we will celebrate.
By the gods, it's you.
It's me.
It's you. By the gods, my prayers are answered.
Speak to the eagle bearer, my child.
You have come to help me.
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, yes, of course. It's my brother, Callistratos. He's always been a bit odd, but this past year, I think the gods have cursed him. Ah, that is... I don't mean to offend.
Go on. Your brother?
My brother's farm is a small way from the village. Always doing his own thing. I haven't seen him for days, but when I went to pass by, I heard terrifying noises. I think something might have happened, but I'm not brave enough to go see.
I'll take a look for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eagle Bearer. You're too kind, too generous, too nice. Thank you.
I'll visit your brother's farm and see what's going on.
Who are you supposed to be?
The Misthios who saved your life? You could say thanks.
Not sure you had to kill my best chickens, though.
Watch your tongue, little man. I came on behalf of your sister, who showed proper respect. Don't make me angry.
So tell her I'm fine already. Maybe I can get a goat from Masara and catch a lion and breed them somehow. Maybe with a snake. I'm sure I could make a fortune.
Halkipe, your brother is... something else. But he's alive and I suppose, well...
Thank you, Eagle Bearer. Yes, he is a difficult one. But you have answered my prayers. I will always be your devoted servant. The priestesses have begun preparing a great feast in your honor for all of Linu to celebrate you. It will be magnificent.
Cassandra, Calamity, Myrto has been struck down by illness.
Take me to her.
The girl was thrilled about the idea of the festival to honor you. She was rushing about, buzzing with excitement, when she suddenly collapsed.
Please, Eagle Bearer. Can you do anything for her?
I'll ask around and see if anyone else knows anything. And see if I can't find the priestess.
Eagle Bearer, what did I do to offend you?
Nothing. I just want to know if you saw what happened to the girl, Myrto.
I saw the girl steal a taste of food for your feast, and she fell ill.
She tasted it.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please don't punish me.
What? No, of course not. Grey hair, where can I find the priestess Exioni? You must know.
The priestess and her sisters have a secluded retreat. None know where it is, for it is hidden from common eyes. I cannot say more for risk of offending them or you.
Those women do not speak for me. Tell me now, or I'll get angry.
Yes, yes. They appear from and retreat to a secret den past the border to Elise.
Time to have words. Exioni, why did you flee from the village?
I left to consult with my sisters. We needed to understand why the poor girl was struck down.
Did Linu offend the divine Eagle Bearer somehow?
Or are we being tested by greater powers of Olympus?
Are the gods testing our faith? Or yours?
Do not speak in riddles. Tell me what you mean, or face my anger.
Wrathful Eagle Bearer, we want only what you want.
I want to know what happened to Myrto and how to help her.
We prayed for an answer, and it was delivered.
In the sacred cave, there is a plant that can save her. But it is too dangerous for us, mere mortals, to descend into.
I'll go get it. Exioni! I killed your bear.
You're here.
You're alive!
Very much so. And angry. You better have an antidote for poor Myrto, or else.
Or what?
Shut your lying, filthy mouths! You poisoned Myrto to try to hurt me. And then when I found you, you tried to feed me to a cursed bear.
Yes.
No, we didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it. You lying Malakis. You've got Linu wrapped around your fingers, and you're living fat off the villagers in my name!
It's true!
So true, your divinity.
I am not a god, you thieving swine! Give me the antidote for Myrto, or I'll split your heads open! Now be gone! I have the medicine for Myrto. Quick, let's give it to her.
Cassandra?
Shh, rest.
You did it.
That was close.
You need to talk to the villagers.
Look inside yourselves. You'll know that I'm no god, and you can live for yourselves.
Maybe you are right. Still, you saved my daughter. I'll never forget that.
Thank you, Eagle Bearer, for giving us the courage to stand on our own.
When I eventually finish your statue, it will be a reminder to the village of your message, and a guide for them to do for themselves.
Look at all these people. What do they need in their lives? Some excitement. A little magic.
And you think you can deliver that?
Magic.
Thespis, are you acting in another play?
Cassandra! Aristophanes' friend, and my friend too. I'd be nowhere without your support.
I suppose if I hadn't carried you out, you might still be in that tavern.
On the floor!
Thespis had this brilliant idea to put on a play in this town. He's got a reputation as a great actor, so I thought, this could be a huge success. I'm beginning to think I thought wrong.
No, everything is under control. You keep an eye on the ticket sales, my darling Rodanthe, and my friend Cassandra will take care of everything else.
I promise you, I know nothing about theater.
Don't be so modest. You'll be known as the hero who made Leonidas and his 300 Spartans, the play of the century.
The play is about King Leonidas. You know, my family...
Your family can come, of course. I'm sure they'll be proud to see you. Just help me tell that glorious hero's tale.
I'll help Thespis put on the play. The story of Leonidas must have its due.
Very well, then. I expect you to deliver.
So what do you need done?
Bring wine. Not for me, for our audience.
So you think the audience won't listen to the tale of Leonidas unless they're drunk?
They won't be drunk, just appreciative.
I'll take care of everything. I found your wine.
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before the play even starts.
I sampled the wine. It's not vinegar, at least. Maybe I can offer some discounted tickets in the poorer parts of town.
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there's a little complication with the cast. Finding them, I mean.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and the Ennikis. I can give you an idea of where they might be. Of course, I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
I hope the actors turn up.
So yes, Xerxes should be sniffing around the Despontian ruins.
Got it.
The Ennikis is probably in over his head, gambling in the great square here in Elise.
Understood.
My friend Tros is playing Ephialtes. He's suddenly devout, so he's gone to pray at the spring of Piera.
No problem.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if the actors' hearts aren't in it.
And that means no one will pay us. Got it.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing the Ennikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game? So glad you brought company.
No, well...
I need my friend back.
He's due to act in a play. I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays the Anikis, Leonidas' lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not! Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Mistios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
How about you apologize for taking advantage of this man and wasting my time?
You dare speak to your better like this? No one will miss such an impudent tongue.
You killed him?
If you're playing the Anikis, you should be used to bloodshed. You're a Spartan, and the right-hand man of a king.
But that's a play. And this is...
Reality? The Anikis didn't have that luxury. If you want to play a soldier, learn to be one.
You're right. I can't be intimidated by a little bloodshed. I'll do the story of Leonidas proud.
Good. Now get back to Thespis and be ready to put on a play.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakes keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am. But the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let that witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next? I jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure. Now, will you initiate me?
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hedony. Hedony, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with him now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hedony, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hedony. But I need to stay here, work on my enlightenment. All right?
Enlightenment is hard. The gods don't make things easy for us. If you truly want to follow their path, you have to challenge yourself. If you stay here and rot, you'll be a failure.
That's harsh, but you're right. If I don't go out in the world, is my faith in Hedony really true? Only one way to find out, and that's on the stage.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elise. And get on with your rehearsals, Hedony. I mean, Ephialtes.
Cassandra, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated, so what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
We are not canceling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. he could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it!
On it.
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with you.
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play! The heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenants of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or on it.
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal!
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say, we drench the gods with their blood!
I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. The Spartans won't stand a chance. I have defeated your plans, Leonidas. What will you do now, fool?
His king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thesbis will be happy you went off script.
I think I can take care of him.
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the take.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.
Misthios, may I trade your time for wealth? You look wiser than the average mercenary. Perhaps you're nearly as wise as Athena herself.
You speak plainly, Auntie.
I speak the truth, Cassandra.
You know me?
Don't pretend to be ignorant of your infamy, Cassandra the Eagle Bearer. I have a series of tasks I thought someone of your reputation could handle. But if you feel you're not up to it...
What kind of tasks?
To begin, I have a test of judgment. Which god is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo? The answer lies in a nearby tomb.
This is just a riddle.
Riddles are telling and rewarding when I give them. Prove your worth to me by going to the graveyard near the sanctuary of Athena and solving it.
Fine. I'll figure out this riddle. Lions are a golden beast with manes like the sun. Surely they are the favorite of Apollo. Does that make him the more dangerous god? Sharks are under the command of Poseidon, as are all creatures of the sea. Is he the more dangerous god?
You! I know who you are. Athena sent you to kill me.
Why would you think that?
I was to be tried for murder, but a great fire burned up the courts and all the records. I walked free. But lately I've heard Athena in my dreams saying I would meet justice. And here you are.
An old woman hired me to come here. You weren't part of that contract. But lose your temper and I might change my mind.
I know what Athena told me. I'll face my death blade first.
You spent enough time in the graveyard. What did you find?
How did you know I actually went?
I have my ways.
Is there dirt on my sandals? A look in my eye? It seems to me you're good at figuring people out.
Perhaps. But I want to know which god you think is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo.
Why are you so interested in knowing?
Because I have two tasks that require the attention of Amistios. But I can trust the easier task to nearly anybody. I'm going to assign the more dangerous one to you, naturally.
There was a farmer attacked by a lion while he harvested his crops. An attack by a golden beast under the shining sun. Surely that is the work of Apollo, making him the more dangerous god.
Gold is a seductive danger in many ways. Yes, Apollo is a sensible choice.
I'm glad you agree.
You've wisely considered the subject. I approve. Take this. It's for your judgment.
You ask for my judgment, but you seem to be judging me.
Am I? Consider this. Lions don't usually eat farmers unprovoked.
So you think something is pushing the lions to behave strangely?
I'm sure you could find out what that is and help the locals with their lion problem. You'll find them in Argolis, east of the Hypermnestra camp.
I'll see what I can do.
We don't get many Mistios around here. What's your business with us?
I'm here to take care of your lion problem.
How do you know about the curse of beasts?
I visited the tomb of a farmer who fell victim to the curse of beasts. You have my sympathies.
Thank you. It's comforting to know that strangers from afar will show us kindness.
Tell me more about this curse.
It's horrible. Lions have been attacking our village, slaughtering livestock and ruining food stores. And then, one of them killed my nephew. The lion ran away, a leg hanging from his jaw. It's nearly indescribable.
Strange that it didn't eat the man whole right there.
You have the cold reason of Athena to notice that. The lions are swimming all the way from Aegina Island to attack us. No one dares set out fishing nets anymore.
I'll track down these beasts for you.
Thank you. May the gods let you remove the curse on us.
What are you doing here? This island is dangerous.
Dangerous for you, maybe. My brothers will take care of me.
Your brothers? You mean the lions?
Yes. Once we hunted together. Now that I'm sick, they hunt and bring me meat. When my strength returns, I will rejoin them. I'm nearly well enough now.
The lions are attacking the villagers across the water. Their leader sent me here. Do you understand what those beasts are doing?
Lions do what they must. Though I suppose if I was better, they wouldn't need to hunt for me. Some olive tree bark should make a good medicine.
Your story is madness. I'm going to protect those villagers by killing the lions.
My brothers! No!
I killed every lion on that island. You should be safe now.
What a bold act. You must be the most powerful Misthios in the land. Here, take this.
Thank you. Lions won't trouble that village anymore.
I had nearly no doubt you could do that. My question is, how did you judge best to solve their problem?
I killed every last lion on that island. There is nothing left to threaten those villagers.
A response as fierce as that of the lions themselves. Why do you think it will be successful?
I do what anyone can do. I consider the situation and make what I believe is the best decision at the time. If I'm right or wrong, only time will tell.
Ah, yes. I believe I understand you better.
What's to understand?
Everything in this world is worth understanding. A reward for demonstrating your wisdom.
Thank you. Is that all you want?
Not if you wish to enrich yourself further. You have already faced an island full of lions. Would you discover the secrets of an island wreathed in fire and smoke?
I'll see the truth of this island.
Good. You're very nearly impressing me.
Oh, really? I should be impressed.
I would like to send you to an island of smoke and flame, but an associate of mine still has my key to the vault within. Without it, your trip would be in vain.
Are they as strange as you?
That's nearly amusing. My associate lives in the graveyard you visited for me earlier. He lives as a hermit. He'll have time to talk, even to you.
I'll go reclaim your key.
I knew you'd be back. The owl knows. She's Athena's favorite bird, you know.
I'm here for the key to the vault.
What are you doing here? That's nearly ridiculous.
So, you're telling me it's not here?
I hid it somewhere safe. It's underwater in the Ariavigny shipwreck.
That doesn't sound very safe.
How could it not be safe, surrounded by so many defenders? Who knows?
I found your key. Your associate certainly kept it well protected.
He ought to have. I paid him well enough to do so.
Where exactly are you getting your drachmi from?
I have very few needs and spend only on what I find important. I'm very nearly thrifty.
Now that I have the key, is there anything else I need to prepare to visit the Island of Fire?
You tell me, Misthios. Do you feel prepared to explore the foundry of Hephaestus?
Wait, you're not going to ask me a strange question first?
Perhaps I'll think of one later.
I'm ready to explore that island.
Very good. You are proving your worth.
Am I now? I'm impressed.
There is an island swathed with clouds of smoke, where the earth blazes with fire. It's called the Foundry of Hephaestus. A legendary helmet is kept there. Bring it here so I might study it.
Seems like a dangerous journey for just a helmet.
It's not nearly the only treasure there. You can keep anything else you find.
All right. I'll go to the island and find the helmet.
So, does my enchanting rescuer have a name?
Cassandra.
Well met. I'm Lykinos, famed poet of Athens. I have come to visit my dear pater and brother. Speaking of which, Timotheos, I'm home. This is the lovely Cassandra. She rescued me on my way here. Where's...
Father's dead.
What?
He was killed a few days ago by local bandits.
And this is how you tell me?
I need to prepare for the burial. I suggest you do the same. For saving my brother. If you're as tough as you look, I could use your help with something else before you go.
Can you believe him?
We all grieve differently. Your brother just lost his father too.
Ever since Timotheos returned from the war, he's been different.
He fought for Athens?
For a little while. So did my pater. Now they're both fishermen. Or my pater was, I guess.
Give him time.
I'll leave the brooding to Timotheos. You're a mercenary, right? I want vengeance on my pater's killers.
Haven't you had enough bloodshed for one day?
That's why I'm hiring a Misthios to do the fighting for me. And my brother said he could use your help too.
All right, I'll stay and help. How should I track down the bandits Timotheos mentioned?
Their hideout is rumored to be just west of here, in the ruined temple of Zeus.
I'll make sure the bandits pay for what they did. Timotheos, you said you could use my help.
My father served in the Athenian military. He deserves a proper military burial in his Athenian armor. But that armor was stolen from our home not that long ago.
You want me to get it back?
No. My father said he saw the thief running out of town after he stole it. But the merchant should have some Athenian armor. Tell him it's for Diocles' burial. They were friends.
I'll get the armor for your father's burial. Kere, would you happen to have any Athenian armor in your shop? It's for the Ecclesi's burial.
Timotheos can buy his father's armor back if he likes. Won't be cheap, though.
What do you mean?
Diocles sold me his armor not too long ago.
Timotheos said his father's armor was stolen.
Well, I have it here and I'm no thief. I also have another set of Athenian armor. Not as nice, but it'll do for the burial.
I'll take the cheaper armor.
Figures a mercenary would choose the cheap armor. Here you go. There you are. Do you have the armor I asked for?
Here's the Athenian armor.
This works. We'll be able to give him a proper burial after all.
Every warrior should be buried in their nation's colors.
Yes, that's true. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Now I just need an offering of oil for the ceremony.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It means a lot. I should go dress my father.
Misthios! Any news?
I took care of the bandits, Lykinos.
I can breathe easier knowing my pater has been avenged. There's no chance those Malakas had any explanation for their heinous actions.
I didn't find out why.
All the same, I'll rest easier knowing they can't hurt anyone else. Thank you, Cassandra.
Now you can focus on mourning.
I should probably let Timotheos know about this. If you're staying for the burial, I'm sure an offering of wine would mean a great deal to my pater.
Timotheos asked me to pick up oil as well. Where can I find the offerings?
He did? I mean, you should be able to find what we need at the docks.
I'll be back soon.
How could you be so stupid? More bloodshed, Lykinos?
Pater's death needed vengeance. I took care of it.
You took care of it? You really think you will end there?
Cassandra, you agree with me, right?
Lykinos is right. The bandits needed to be stopped.
Someone else's father probably just died because of you. Then it will be your head next.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
What? No, why would you say that?
You've been nothing but cruel to me since I got here.
I'm sorry, Lykinos. I just don't want to lose you too.
We only have each other now that Pater's gone.
We should proceed with the burial. Did you find an offering?
I brought you both what you asked for.
Then thank you from both of us.
I can thank Cassandra myself.
I did what I could. I hope your father's journey across the Styx is peaceful.
Lykinos, come. We must prepare the altar.
In a moment. I'd love to see you once more before you leave town. Please, find me after the ceremony.
See you around, Misthios.
I was hoping to have the chance to thank you for all you've done.
What did you have in mind?
Poet may be my day job, but there's more to me than that. I am also a very talented cook. Allow me to make you a fabulous meal.
I'd like that.
Great. There's just one thing. I'll need a little help hunting down some ingredients. Literally.
You're treating me, you said?
After all we've been through together, surely you can agree that I'm a lover, not a fighter.
For how many bandits I've killed for you, it's pretty safe to say you're not a fighter.
I have to compensate somehow.
What do you need me to hunt?
This dish calls for venison. Any of the beasts wandering nearby should do. Meet me at the cliffs near the Ipermnistra camp once you find some.
Beautiful view.
It certainly is. Did you manage to hunt down our food?
Here's the meat.
Perfect. I'll get started. Please, make yourself comfortable.
That was delicious.
I told you I could cook. Was the food worth it?
A few deer are no match for a mighty Misthios.
I wish I had your skill. And confidence.
Fighter or not, I'm sure it takes a lot to be a renowned poet in Athens.
I may have exaggerated my accomplishments as a poet a bit earlier. The truth is, I'm not just home for a visit. I ran out of drachmi in Athens.
Why lie to your brother about this, or to me?
Timotheus has always been my father's son. In every way. They both fought for Athens, they both worked in the family business. Timotheus' path was never for me, so I left for Athens to strike out on my own.
You're afraid of what he'll think.
He'll say it was irresponsible of me to leave in the first place. And he's right. I don't have any drachmi, or means to earn it.
You're an amazing cook, Lykinos. If you're looking for a way to make a living, you should start there.
I guess everyone needs to eat. Besides, any skill that impresses you is worth pursuing.
You never answered my question, though. Why lie to me about your career?
Isn't it obvious? I didn't want to appear a failure to you. From the moment I met you, I knew you were amazing.
I'm just someone who's had to fight every day of my life.
Still, you saved my life, Cassandra. I'll never forget that.
Well, I'm glad I did. This has been nice, Lykinos.
It really has.
Am I interrupting?
This is where I used to practice sparring with my father. After he retired to the fishing business, he lost interest. But I kept up the practice on my own.
Sparring without a partner isn't a real challenge.
Are you trying to goad me into a sparring match, mercenary?
I might be interested in some friendly competition.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Are you scared, Athenian?
Fine. Let's spar.
Let's see what you've got. Timotheus, what are you doing?
No! Stop! Stop! No! No! Stay back! Get away from me!
I'll stay back, I promise.
I don't know what I'll do if you get too close.
You're not going to hurt me, Timotheus.
You don't know that. I don't know if I could stop myself right now.
Even if you did try to hurt me, I'm more than capable of fending you off.
That's not... You're underestimating what I'll do when this happens.
Timotheus.
No, no, no! Stop! Stop!
Just breathe.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
You're safe, Timotheus. I promise.
I feel better. Thank you. Would you mind staying with me for a moment?
Whatever you need.
father handled coming back from the war so much better than I did. Any loud noise or unexpected hand on my shoulder and my heart burst from my chest. But he never flinched.
Did you tell him?
I couldn't bear to tell father the reason I was discharged, let alone this. I wanted to make him proud.
Why were you discharged?
I lost control in a battle and killed one of my comrades. My commander and I were close, so he discharged me with mania instead of charging me with treason. When I returned from the war, father never asked why. I don't know if he suspected or...
Maybe he was hiding his struggles the way you hid yours.
If that's true, he was strong enough to hide it from everyone. I'm too weak to even hide it from you.
War isn't easy, Timotheus. Everyone comes back with wounds that never heal.
Physical scars fade. I'm not sure the ones I have ever will.
It's going to be all right, Timotheus.
For the first time, I think it might be.
My, is that Cassandra Vaiad, the Eagle-Bearer, messenger of Zeus, she who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxilla?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon, wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxilla. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses. I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a Misthios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay. She's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Archimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Cassandra Vaiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
People your age tend to have more wealth. So, if anything, this is better for me.
Praxilla, this is Cassandra Vaiad, Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Cassandra Kaka, cast stone and light alike, leaves ladies and lads alight alive. Ailing women and awestruck men cling to her side.
Ah, a true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of tyrants. She who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
It's a gift. Show some gratitude.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
A Haikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
A Haikos?
A Haikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre. Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krepsis really has gone to the dogs.
I'm looking for a man named Archimedes.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre?
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of grass on a field.
I'm looking for a missing lyre.
Aren't we all?
Are we? Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes? That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the temple of Athena Itonia.
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
So, the Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.